So it's always good, especially here in the non-conference, that you get a lot of different things thrown at you as a team. And we've had really quick starts. Today we had a slow start. First 8 was slow, and then the last 32 was just really good basketball. It was good to see our bench come to life. We need a game like this for our bench to get – we got everybody 15-plus minutes, and I thought everybody off the bench did a lot of good things. So that was terrific. And then it's he doesn't get near the attention he needs, but Trey Coleman took another player that's really, really good and blazed three and just did a phenomenal job on him. He is a big-time defender, and I think the best defender in the Mountain West, and thought he proved that again tonight. Questions?
Coach, yeah, it's funny you were just talking about the bench, after yesterday's, the last game here, especially with Justin McBride, a career high in points, I believe. Just what did you see specifically from him with that pop?
Well, he's been really scoring and playing well in practice. It's just about getting him some game flow and game minutes. We've had Sam Houston came in here and fought, and obviously then we get a Big Ten opponent in Washington. So, sometimes it's hard to get the minutes I need to get out of the bench. And tonight, getting him 20 minutes, getting Chuck 15 minutes. These are two guys that are going to be really good, not just this year, but down the road. So all the experiences we can get them is going to be good. But, Justin is a big-time scorer, and he's a really good rebounder. I don't know, he only got 3 tonight. He's a much, much better rebounder than that, but he can really score the ball, and we need that kind of – we get scoring off the bench. That's just going to help us because our starting unit can really score. And it's good to see Xavier. Xavier got going after a couple rough starts. I thought he played really good, and I told him not just at the offensive end. I thought he really defended at the defensive end. So a lot of positives in this game. If we had a negative, we gave up too many offensive rebounds. Coaches can always find things, but – you got 24 assists to 5 turnovers. That's a phenomenal offensive night of taking care of the ball.
How nice is it to see so many threes go in at the clip they did tonight?
Yeah, it's good. I think we've made threes in 2 of the 3 games we've played. So, and it's not just 1 or 2 people. We had a lot of games like that last year, and we've got a lot of guys shooting the ball and making threes, but also you look at our shot distribution. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys get 4 more shots, and the highest was 9. It's just really good distribution of sharing the basketball, and it was fun to watch, and I thought it was another really good defensive effort.
And talking about sharing the basketball and stuff, only one guy didn't score on your team. What does that just say about the production that you'll be able to see on this offense?
Yeah, I just think we got some weapons, and we got more guys that can score the ball. I think maybe than last year's team. Last year's team was very special, and they proved what they could do at home. They proved what they could do on the road, and this team hadn't done that yet. But it is a team, I think, that's 9 deep with guys that can score it. And when we get Daniel back, then we're 10 deep of guys that can score it. So we just got to keep growing. Take each game, keep getting better. I thought we challenged our guys at the second media timeout because I didn't think it was us. I thought that they were applying the pressure, and I thought we needed to apply the pressure. And then the last 32, I thought we really stepped up the level of play, which was good to see.
It's still early in the season, but have you seen any progression from last game to this game?
Progression from our last game to this?
Defense.
Yeah, the thing I liked is that 2 different scouting reports. Washington was a scouting report of a team that wanted to get to the paint, a team that wanted to drive, and we took that away from them. And now it's the flip going into the Weber game. They want to shoot the 3, and they rely on making threes, and we held them to 3 for 20. From behind the arc. So we beat Washington at their own game we won the paint game, and against Weber we were able to win the 3-point game. So that is progress, and those are the kind of progress that we want to see out of our guys because they're following scouting reports, they're listening, and if they'll continue to do that, we're going to see some really good growth as we go through this schedule.
You mentioned the first 8 minutes there. It was really close there, Coach. And then obviously the bench really came in and contributed. What allowed you to go to the bench and trust them in those situations when we hadn't seen that the first couple games?
Yeah, well, and they're obviously the bench isn't going to produce like this every night. I mean, we got 24, we got 30. Looks like 33, if my eyes are right, around 33 points off the bench. That's almost unheard of. So that's not going to happen all the time. And I trust all these guys. It's just sometimes in tight games it's hard. And I even said it after 6 months of no subbing and a new team, I'm learning it as well. And it's like getting Justin in to play in the 4 spot, but also playing the big guard at the 3 spots, a way we can get him more minutes. So Chuck came in, and Chuck can be that defender off our bench like Trey is to start. And I thought he did a lot of good things that way. So it's just a matter of getting them. It's early in the season, just getting them the flow. But it's not a trust factor for sure. Our staff's got a lot of trust in all these guys. They're really good players.
Justin, Xavier, Chuck, obviously big contributions from those guys. Was it just more reps, more minutes? What allowed them to be so effective, do you think?
Yeah, I just think it's, they've been practicing very hard. They've had a really good summer. They've had a great fall. We're about 34, 35 practices in. And they got minutes today. They got, like I said, we played 9 guys, and the highest was 29 minutes in Kobe, and the lowest was 15 in Chuck. So, we play 9 guys between 15 and 29. That's not always going to be the case. That's not always going to be happening. But it's always good when you get a game like this when that happens, and now – Chuck could see things. Xavier saw the ball go in, which helps him. Justin had a good scoring, but he had 0 turnovers. Bailey had 0 turnovers. Tyler TR had 0 turnovers. Even Jordan came in 0 turnovers. We had 0 turnovers for our bench, and that's a very, very positive thing.
Coach, you said you beat Washington at their game. Now you beat Weber State at their game. How does it feel knowing that you have a team that can be dynamic in multiple different ways and play multiple different facets of the court?
Yeah, right now through 3 games, we're doing a lot of good things offensively. I think this is our 2nd game in a row where we've had high offensive efficiency, but our 2 out of the 3 rather. And defensively, we struggled a little bit against Sam Houston, which happens on opening night. The last 2 games, we've really been good defensively. So, it's just about growth. It's trying to get better. We're very young into this season. It's just 3 games in. So we've got a big one on Saturday. Santa Clara lost tonight, I think, to North Dakota State. So I know they're going to be eager to get back on the court. So it's going to be a huge game for us Saturday before we get our MTE event down in Charleston. So we got an opportunity. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but we got an opportunity to be 4-0 going into that event. Vanderbilt's undefeated, so we hope that we're going to be in that same situation. But it's just about getting better the next 2 days in practice and trying to put together another good 40 minutes like we did tonight. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
First and foremost, Xavier or Xavier for the record?
Xavier.
Xavier. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Or X.
Or both.
X.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's easier.
X. Okay, so Xavier.
No, like
or-
just X.
just X. All
like
right.
the letter. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Okay. So X, tell me. Good night for you shooting from 3. You really showed a flair out there that we had seen at other stops before in the Mountain West. From your own personal perspective, to come out the way you did, how are you feeling about that?
I feel great. It's good to see a couple shots go in. I know I've had kind of a slow start, but I've been doing this a long time, and I trust in my ability. My teammates trust in me, so does the coaches, and we put in a lot of work every day. So I have a lot of trust and faith in that, and all glory to God for putting me in this position to succeed.
It was funny, Justin, how your coach, last time he was up here, he was talking about needing to get the bench involved, and here you come giving according to Stat Peoples, a career high. Just what were you seeing and what was really working out there for you?
First of all, it's been a long journey, coming into a new school, learning a new program, especially playing for Steve and what he's been through and what he did. But just really something in practice, just going to people a lot and learning a lot. But I think tonight was just to be extra aggressive when I got the opportunity to, because, it's not that many opportunities. We have an older team. But to go out there and just have an opportunity to do what I can do and believe in myself, so that was very fun tonight.
Third straight game where you win by double digits, but the way you guys won it near the end there, how does it feel to come out and kind of sort of squash an opponent?
It felt good. We came out a little flat to begin with, but we found our groove, and we just stuck with what was working. And our defense buckled down, and then we got our offense firing on all cylinders. So it was good to get a big win like that with a large large point margin.
How's the locker room and what's kind of the atmosphere with this team?
It's great. We got a bunch of guys that care about each other and work hard, pushing each other to get better every single day. So, we're just stacking days and trying to continue to improve as we go throughout this season.
Justin?
Locker room's great. We have a lot of vets, a lot of fourth-year, fifth-year guys. So learning from them is magnificent because they've been through what we went through, going through freshman, sophomore tendency. So it's very fun. They let you know what you do wrong, and it's a very fun atmosphere.
And how have you progressed just this season alone? I know it's only 3 games in, but what have you seen from yourself?
I've seen a lot of improvement. First I have to learn how to guard, guards now since they're changing, me putting it 3 and stuff like that. So learning how to guard more combo guards and stuff like that, and just to get out the floor more and just learning how to play defense more as guards.
And Xavier, what have you seen from yourself since joining this team?
Just trying to continue to be the best version of myself and, help the younger guys out as, I start to get older and filter my way out of college basketball. But, just trying to constantly improve every single day, just 1% better every single day. That's it.
That's it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate you.